Take that! Come on!
Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts. As you can see, I went and got the White Trinities out of the way. Also tried the time trial in the Olympus Coliseum, but it didn't go so well. I got to the final match, but with like 30 seconds to spare, which obviously isn't enough to beat Hercules on my own or with anybody else. So we'll just move on. I was trying to get the time trial done early because after a certain event that's going to happen at the end of this playthrough, the enemies in the Coliseum are going to get stronger, and I wanted to beat them before that happened, but it wasn't happening. I wasn't even close, and I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time grinding just for that. So we'll continue with Hollow Bastion. We've barely scratched the surface. Maybe a little over a third of the way through. Still got a couple more boss fights to go though. I'm just fighting these things because I need a certain drop from the wyverns, and I'm hoping to get the items from the wizards and the defenders, but that's probably not going to happen either. Very low chance of them dropping their weapons. I got a shiny crystal though. As you did see though in that montage, you did get the Violetta, which does reduce his MP by 1, but it increases his strength by quite a bit, so we're going to put that on for a while. We've got, let's see, go up through here. Get an item really quick. More dart balls. I think they're just called dart balls. I'll check in a second. Anyone else? Let's see. Journal. As you can see from the Trinity list, all we have left are 2 blue Trinities, both of which are here. Let's see, Heartless. Yep, Dark Balls, and then Defenders, Wyverns, and Wizards. So we'll check in here really quick. I believe here is where we'll get that other blue, that one blue Trinity we missed earlier. These guys are one of 3 enemies that you have to attack from behind. You've seen the other 2, the large bodies and the fat bandits. Try and not step on that, and I did. This is that room earlier. There's a blue trinity. A little cluster with the big platform in the center, but we need that to get back up, or else we have to go the long way around. The enemies change frequently from now on. These are the strongest enemies yet, but they're still they're still in a weakened form. This is still considered a weak set. So, second to last blue trinity gets us a cottage, a mega ether, and a mega potion. Let's go back up. Yep, I was afraid of that. I thought I had hoped I'd finish that defender off, but guess not. You could deflect that fireball back at them for some tech points. Got one EP, and we got a bunch more wizards. Doing pretty good on damage, though. So I can three-shot these guys. Two more. Yeah. Looks like I'm doing more damage in the air. Really hate that. And some wyverns. It's amazing how much mileage they get out of the shadows. Yep, they were there at the beginning, and they've been here, and will be there till the end. Let's see what's down this way. The lift stop. I believe this changes... Oh no, it just drops some stuff. There's nothing else to do here, so let's head back. Gotta keep our eye out for the switch that changes the direction of that one moving platform from the library. I believe that leads us to a nice accessory. If we can find it. Got ourselves a defender here. Just gonna keep fighting these guys. I need the levels for the end. Like I said, you don't really need a grind in this game if you're just doing the basic game. Ah, I see. That changes the direction this goes in. I think. Yes. But you will need to grind quite a bit for some of the super bosses. Especially the strongest one in this game. Got ourselves some more calcum. We're going to need all of that we can get. Literally, we're going to need every bit to unlock the final weapon. The ultimate weapon, I should say. And moving on. This is a very annoying place to fight. And unfortunately we have to activate these switches. You probably guessed why, because if we screw up, we're going to go for a fall, we're going to go for a dive, end up in the bottom area. But I'm going to see if I can prevent that from happening. Anyone else? Not bad. Oops, hit the wrong switch actually. Let's go back down really quick. There's a few items we can get around this area. This is the one I wanted to hit first. That activates that. And we could probably make it over there. We can make it over here.
Force.
Get ourselves some more Dalmatians. Let's see if I can quickly get over here in time. Yep. Don't really even need that first one activated. More calcum. Always appreciated. And haste 2 gummy. And we'll take this back, why not? We activated it. Might as well. But like I said, you don't want to fall. Because then you get to the bottom, and you have to fight all those enemies again, because if you go 2 screens away, they all respawn, and nobody wants that. And we're coming up to the last trinity that we're going to be getting for this game. But first we have to go in a very slow, very large, obviously not an arena, so don't even question it, area. Wish we could look up. Oh, let's see. Yep. Still pretty far to the top. And we got wizards in this obvious arena. That slide move I have helps get to the enemies pretty... God, I hate this thunder attack. You just waste so much time. So many abilities in here are to waste time. I don't really think that's the case in Kingdom Hearts 2. There's some enemies that have abilities that take a long time, but even with the arena, there is an arena in that game, but even then, there aren't that many time trials, and the enemies, the strength of the enemies is what's going to affect you, not their tactics to disappear or waste your time. So, we get a Mega Elixir from the last one. Not a bad prize. Not a bad prize at all. Thundaga G. Again, probably won't ever use them. And should be an item here, I think. No? No item. Let's just move on up. Is there an item here? Seems like a perfect spot for an item. Okay. Who am I to argue? Yeah, I thought I was missing one. Don't want to miss that. More Calcum. How many do I have? I have 14. Can't remember how many you need. It might be 15. I might have most of them. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have most of them. Throw up arrow because I've got max MP, so why not? Arrow's a good defensive thing to have up all the time since it hurts enemies that come in contact with it. Keep on fighting these enemies, hoping they drop the defender or the, I can't remember what the staff's name is. Wizard Relic, maybe? Lucid Shards from these guys. Got plenty of Lucid Shards. Recording a little, usually I record the day I post, but I'm recording this a little ahead of time because I'm going to have a lot of grinding to do, and I want to make sure that I have videos to post, so I don't have to worry about making new videos while I'm recording or while I'm grinding. By grinding, I don't mean level grinding, though that's going to happen. I mean item grinding, because synthesis takes a lot of item grinding. I'll probably show off the special Heartless after I'm done with the level grinding. That way I'm a higher level and I'm more or less likely to mess up while I'm doing it, so I can look more impressive. Why not? Not show you one of the hundreds of times I'm going to fail on them. I got the enemy that I have to hit so many times. I've got the one where you have to I did figure out a trick for those large shadows, though. It's the the ability where I throw my keychain, Sonic Blade, I believe it's called. Using that, they're pretty easy actually. You just stand in one spot, and you're invincible while you're doing it, so you don't have to worry about that. What do I want to put on? I'm gonna put on Jackpot. Let's get some more money. Treasure Magnet. Take that off for second wind as soon as he gets it. And nothing. Did I get no, not yet. Still looking for Lucky Strike for Donald. Once he has that, then the likelihood of getting an item will go way up. So there's not. I mean, obviously, if you've got a lot of patience, you can. But other than that, there's not much of a point trying to item grind before you get all 3 Lucky Strikes, because they are cumulative. Getting pretty good lucky on the crystal drops though. Let's see, I'm trying to think of all of the special harvests. Traverse Town's a Sniper Wild, which shoots those items at you, or who you have to stop, and with the stop magic. And I'll probably have to get the highest level stop magic before I attempt it. Though it's not necessary, and I will try without it. Otherwise, it goes bananas. Attacks you like crazy. Here's another area that we have to be careful not to drop, because otherwise we'll have to go all the way around. So we're going to let these guys come to me. Don't want to go too far over there. Come on.
See ya. Force.
Come on, stop wasting my time. There we go. Don't want to go too far over there because there are more enemies. I'm gonna raise that up, which will allow us to reach this item and this crystal.
This is it.
Is this the crystal I was looking for? It might be. I really love stunning everything. The stun impact doesn't do as much damage as the final blow does, but making all of the enemies paralyzed like that is a godsend.